Hey y'all, this is Tracy from Mama's Comfort Cooking, and this is my chicken and dressing. So in this pan I have crumbled up one large pan of cornbread. I crumbled it up really good. To this cornbread I am going to add some biscuits. I had some homemade biscuits that I froze. Aren't they pretty? I know. So I'm going to crumble those up real good in here. I'm going to start off with about 5. And then from there, I'm going to add some biscuit. I'm going to add some light bread. So I've got cornbread, biscuit. And then I'm going to do light bread. What was what, 3? Oh, one more? One more. So we're going to start off with 4 homemade biscuits that I had left over that I had frozen. Alright, there we go. Get that worked in real good. I hope you all have a awesome and amazing Thanksgiving. I am making this early because I am going to freeze it and then I'm going to take it out the day before and I am going to cook it. So, you know, we just need to make sure that we don't put a lot of stress on ourselves. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the celery. You need celery. I'm going to add onions. We need onions. And then I'm going to add some light bread. If you can have some Day-O light bread, that will be great. It's easier to crumble up. You can use the end pieces if you like, or you can tear them off, whichever works best for you. Sometimes I tear them off. Sometimes I feel like they're not going to dissolve like they should. It's quick and easy. I'm also using rub sage. I guess you say, where is the recipe? Well, it's according to how many people you're fixing this for. This is a pretty large pan. So I am using for a pan that could feed 10 people easily. This is a deep pan. I boiled a hen earlier. Crumble that up.
Uncle Dennis said you cooking like mom.
Yes, I'm trying.
Hey, Uncle Dennis.
I'm recording. I boiled a hen, and I'm gonna pour the broth in there off of the hen. That's my brother Dennis. And I do cook like mom, so let me make sure I get all my ingredients before I forget. So I'm gonna pour the broth of that hen into here. Now I'm not gonna add my eggs right away. I'm gonna add my eggs last. And the reason why I'm adding my eggs last because I want to be able to taste the flavor and make sure I'm doing it right. I also will use my hands for some of this because you can't taste this. Only the people that's eating Thanksgiving with me is going to be able to taste it. So as you see, it's a little loose, but we're going to let the goodness come in here a little at a time. I'm going to add some cream of chicken. 1 whole can of cream of chicken. One whole can of cream of chicken is going in this baby right here. As my brother say, I'm the one that wants to cook just like my mama. I love cooking like my mama. Hey, Hope.
Can I use Cornish hens?
Yes, I use the Cornish hen. Hope, in the ingredients in the description, when I get through videoing, I had used 1 Cornish hen. In it, I bought 1 stick of butter, not margarine, but 1 stick of Land O'Lakes butter. You can use any kind, cold butter, anything. And then I am going to use rub sage. Rub sage. You do have sage, but rub sage has a flavor to it that you can actually taste the sage. I'm going to stir it in, and how I determine how much sage I use, I know this naturally, but I'm going to taste before I add the eggs. I'm going to taste before I add the eggs. I'm going to add some more biscuits in here, but about 2 more because I'm going to also add the hen in here. I'm going to add a little pepper and a little salt. So how I determine how much sage I use, I do it by taste before I add the eggs. Now, I do not boil my eggs. I don't understand that concept. I do not boil my eggs. I put my eggs in raw because eggs are a binder.
Ooh.
So I don't boil them. I can tell I need more sage. Just by natural taste. And I'm going to stir that in. I don't need a lot of salt because when I was boiling a hen, I used salt. So I don't need a lot of salt right there. And I had made some homemade biscuits. I am going to add a little pepper before I put the chicken in there, or the hen, the hen that I use. Let's add some more biscuit.
Yes, I am.
What was said?
Uncle Dennis said, Kelby, you learning?
She is, Dennis. She actually is a really good cook. You would be surprised. When you think kids aren't looking, they really are. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to add a little pepper.
Mama, I thought you got that chicken from Ingles, that rotisserie chicken.
No, don't
No,
do that.
this is a hen. I bought a
That's why we
hen.
can't do stuff when he's here.
No, it's okay, but you know, I'm trying to really teach them. But I bought a hen.
Felicia
So you-
said she's
what she
never
say?
had dressing.
Felicia Johnson? Wow. As long as she's been around now, she hadn't had dressing? Well, she can have some. I'll get her some. Felicia, I'm making this for Tad. So, you're welcome to some. I'm not going to cook it right now. So, remember... Philip, I'm trying to record, please. So, if you don't mind, let me taste this one more time. That's pretty good on the sage.
Okay.
So, now I'm going to add my shredded up hen. Y'all, I'm sorry for the disturbances in the back, but it's busy. It is the holiday. This is all one hen that I took the time to debone and shred up. And I mix dark and white. I use all mine. One thing about dressing, you want to remember, you want it to be jelly. You don't want it to be stiff. Because as it cooks, it's going to combine itself. I am not cooking this tonight. I'm just going to show you how it's made. How we create this goodness. I'm going to show you how we create this goodness. Do y'all see how that changed just that quick? How it gathered a little bit more? When I add the eggs in here, it's going to gather. It is going to gather. So in this right now, I have the hen meat. I have homemade biscuits that I had frozen. I have cornbread, one big pan of cornbread. I have rubbed sage. I have celery. I have onions. I have pepper. I have 1 can of cream of chicken. I did not put any more salt because the broth from the hen was salty. You can't just cook for yourself. You got to cook for people that's going to eat with you. And they may have high blood pressure.
Yes, Kimberly. She's going to freeze it until she's ready to bake it.
That's right. What I'm doing is I have so much food to cook. I come from a large family. So what I'm going to do is I'm fixing this right now. And believe you can freeze everything. You can freeze bread. You can freeze chicken. So I'm making it up tonight, Kimberly. Then I'm going to put it in Ziploc bags. Put it in a deep freezer. And the day before, I'll take it out to unthaw and I'll cook it.
You're welcome, Kimberly.
Do you see how the consistency is? Now I'm going to use 4 eggs in this. 4 eggs. And like I said, when it comes to my recipe, when it comes to sage, some people like to taste sage a lot. Some people don't like to taste the sage. If you don't like the taste of sage, you can use poultry seasoning. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about my mama. My mama taught all her kids to cook, including my brothers. The one that was on this line, he can cook and he cleans. She would not let us have a nasty house. It was a lot of us, but we had a clean house. And we all can cook. Homemade biscuits and everything. My daddy was a chef. And my mama learned. She married at the tender age of 14. So she had to learn to feed her kids. And it is a lot of us. I think last count it was 9. Then mom and dad made 11. Then my daddy's mama, she had 12 kids. And she had them all and they all lived. All right. So the Knowles family is a big family.
I can make it look so easy.
Hope it's in the prep. And if you have time and you have a deli that will cut up your onions for you and that will cut up your celery for you, save yourself that time. Save yourself that time. Again, if you do not like the taste of celery, of sage, then use poultry seasoning. And it's just this simple. I didn't want to keep you all on this line a long time, but every day I'm coming and I'm making different things. Tomorrow I'm doing fried corn, and I'm going to do fried corn, and I'm not sure if I'm doing yams tomorrow or sweet potato pies. It's going to be one or the other. And it's just that easy. Do you see the consistency? Do you see I can pick it up? It's not running through this spoon, and this is a spoon that it should run through. So again, I can pick it up and it's staying. So it's a good consistency. And this is how you want it. This is a deep dish. This is very deep. It's deep. So all of this will be converted into a pan that's cut down to about right here, but it's long. But I made it in a deep dish pan so that I could get it all in at one time. And those are your ingredients to make chicken and dressing. Now, some people call it cornbread dressing. We call it chicken and dressing because we don't just have cornbread in ours. We have light bread. I use 4 slices of light bread, 1 large pan. And let me show you how big my pan was. I use this big pan. It's a pretty big one for my cornbread. I ended up using 6 homemade biscuits, celery, onions, 1 large can of cream of chicken, and I used pepper, 1 hen boiled in real butter with salt and pepper in it, rubbed sage, 4 eggs, and it's ready to go. It's that simple and it's that easy. We want to be able to enjoy our food and eat with the rest of the family. We do not want to be exhausted. So we have to start cooking early so that we don't be tired on Wednesday. Remember, if they can sell it frozen in the store, then you can freeze it at home. Well, that's all I have for you all on tonight. Hope, do you have any more questions?
Hope said her pies came out so good she had to cut one.
Oh, wow. I hope mine is in the freezer. I'll be taking them down the day before to unthaw because I just can't do it. I have some sweet potato pie orders and things like that. I have a macaroni and cheese order that someone wants me to make for them. So in order for me to complete this stuff, I have to do mine early. What did Kimberly say?
She said this looks so flavorful.
Kimberly, it is, but remember to taste it before you add the eggs. Everything is good, but when you add those eggs, that salmonella can be in there. So I don't taste it with the eggs. I taste it before the eggs. And if you think it looks good, you ought to see how, oh, it smells good. You can smell the sage.
Uncle Dennis said, love y'all.
Love you too, Uncle Dennis. And like I say, Dennis can cook, clean like a woman, fold clothes, everything. My brothers, every last one of them can cook, can clean. And I promise you that. You can sit down and you don't have to worry about it. Can keep a house. It's good. They got good wives. But they can handle their houses. They know how to cook and clean and survive. And that's my husband. He's a good cook and clean. I taught him how to cook. And he's always been a great cleaner. And honey, he can fold some clothes like nobody's business. But I said my videos would be less than 15 minutes. So that's all I have for you on tonight. That is chicken and dressing made within 15 minutes. If you go ahead and do your prep early, you'll be in and out the kitchen and they'll thank you slave for hours. Remember, enjoy your life, enjoy your family, and enjoy your food. And until next time, Hope, Kimberly, Dennis, Cheryl, and everyone, Felicia, if you want some dressing, baby girl, I will dip you some out and tell you how to cook it for later. But until next time, I will see you all on tomorrow. I will either be doing the sweet potato yams or I will be doing sweet potato pies. If you plan on cooking with me on tomorrow, get your sweet potatoes. Get everything that you need if you're going to make your sweet potato pie. If you want to know the ingredients that I use for sweet potato pies, just let me know. You can reach out to me even in this video as I go off. Or you can do your yams and get everything that you use for yams. Now, on both of them, I do use cinnamon, I do use nutmeg, and I do use vanilla flavor. And I do zest the orange, and I use a little lemon juice. So those are some of the things other than the sugar, the brown sugar, and the sweet potatoes themselves. Is there any more questions on this?
Keita said, Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Keita. Love you. Good to see you, baby girl. Until next time, we talk to you later. Mama's Comfort Cooking. Bye.